YouTube, what it do, man. Make sure y'all like and share and subscribe to the channel, man. Hope all is well. God bless y'all this morning. And I want to really get into a pretty serious topic when it comes to retention, right? And a lot of people do not acknowledge this aspect of retention enough. And I feel like I need to be the one to speak on this uh, about the dark side of retention. And the dark side is basically, just the inner parts of you that are not shown, right? You have this side of you that you keep away from the public, that you keep away from maybe your family, your friends, people that are close to you, right? We all have like this dark side to our character that sometimes we tap into, when we get angry, when we start lashing out on people, or when someone did or someone did us dirty, right? Or someone disrespected us, we tend to tap into a dark side of our character because, you know, when there's light, there's dark. When there's dark, there's light. You know, when you're on retention, you will see glimpses of your dark side coming, come into the forefront of your life. Because before, um when you were not disciplined with your sexual energy, um you didn't have to like see the things that were, unknown to you, right? You didn't need to see the things of the spiritual realm, right, out into the physical. Like, you didn't need to see things play out when you were before you were just, watching porn, before you were just wasting your energy. None of the things in the spiritual realm were available for you to see. But once you start retaining that energy, once you start retaining that life force energy, everything starts to become so clearer to you. Everything starts to become clear to you. Everything in the spiritual realm, you start to see for what it is. You start seeing the physical world for what it really is. Before, you didn't get to see it how it was because you were so entranced into this physical dimension. Y'all get what I'm saying? So you are going to deal with your dark side, whether you like it or not. You are going to have to deal with your dark days, your dark side. You're going to have to acknowledge your dark side at some point because it is calling you. The universe is calling for you to deal with your dark side. The universe is supposed to balance us out. Every day can't be all sunshine and rainbows, man. Every day cannot be unicorns and rainbows. Not every day is going to be a great fucking day. That's just what it is. Where we are going to face dark days. You have to be able to do some shadow work on your life. And how this dark side comes to fruition is things that happened in your past that caused trauma, and those trauma things that happened in your past were never addressed, right? The things that happened in your past, whether it could have been child abuse, any generational curse that was bestowed on you as a young kid, as an adolescent. None of these traumas, none of these curses, none of these issues that you have dealt with as an adolescent were addressed. So all these like suppressed emotions are going to be locked in for like so many years inside of you that you are keeping, that you are holding on to. And it's going to get to a point where you are abstaining from sexual stimulation. You are abstaining from the things that make you feel good instantly, but you are taking that out of your life. You are just taking that out of your life and going cold turkey. No porn, no sex, no masturbation, nothing that's going to stimulate your brain. That's going to cause an instant dopamine rush. When you take that away from your life, when you take that away from your daily routine, whatever, you are going to be dealt with your dark side. Your dark side is going to have an opportunity to show itself. Now you're being reminded of your past, your dark days, the trauma that you experienced. And this is what I had to experience. No lie. I'm just now having the chance to open up to y'all about my trauma, about how how I dealt with trauma during retention. When I was retained for 10 months straight, my longest streak, 10 months straight, I had to deal with my dark side in so many ways. It almost felt like that my energy was being drained because of how much trauma I had to like unreveal. You know what I'm saying? I had to reveal the trauma that I was going through. It's almost like me just addressing all these issues about my life in the past. It's almost like it sucked all away my energy. But I had to go through these practices of looking into my life. I had to go back to my life, my past, and I had to address these issues. I had to do what y'all call shadow work. I had to do a lot of shadow work. There've been days where I just did not want to upload. There's been days where I just didn't want to work out. There's been days where I was feeling some type of way. I was feeling stressed out. Some days depressed. But I knew if I could level up, if I wanted to level up spiritually, if I want to, become the best version of me, the dark side, addressing my trauma, addressing my past, is required in order to ascend. You need to address your dark side. When your dark side shows its ugly face, you need to conquer your dark side. You need to look at that as an opportunity to conquer and do whatever shadow work you need to do. Because it will come. Your dark side will appear. And if you think your dark side does not exist, then I don't know about you, but you're living in fucking fantasy land, my friend. You're living in Wonderland. You live in a fantasy world if you believe that there is no dark side to life. There's always going to be dark and light. There has to be dark. Dark and light balances out. There needs to be a balance of light and dark. Good, bad. Hero, evil, whatever. It's like a yin-yang. And you're going to experience that yin-yang in your retention journey. In the process of you retaining your seminal fluid, you are going to be dealt with the dark days. For y'all that are just now starting to retain, don't say I didn't warn you, but beware that the dark days, your dark side is going to come. It's going to show its ugly face. But it's up to you to do the necessary shadow work possible in order to conquer your dark side. Don't let your dark side conquer you. Don't let your dark side lead you back into a relapse. Okay? Don't let your dark side make you feel any less of who you are, of who you are and who you are, and who you're going to become in the future. Right? I'm stuttering and shit. My bad. It happens. But just be aware of your dark side. It's always going to show its ugly face. Not always, but when it's necessary. Because, like I said, when it comes to trauma, when it comes to your past, the things that you did not address at that point in time, it's going to come back to haunt you. The things that you kept suppressed all these years, all these emotions, all these issues that you kept suppressed, inside of yourself for a long time, it's going to come back. It's going to come back in some way, shape, or form. It may just come out of nowhere. You may just gain a certain thought about your past, about a certain trauma that you experienced, and it just may come out of nowhere. You may be feeling good one minute, and the next day you feel bad. You feel like this wave of toxic energy. You don't know where it came from, but for me, I had to deal with this. I had to go through this whole entire experience. in order for me to ascend, in order for me to level up in my life. And I've come a long way since that point of dealing with my dark side. Just recently, I came into contact with my dark side because there's issues that I'm still going through. I'm not perfect. I'm not a finished product. I got a lot of things that I'm still working on. You know, I didn't come from the best, the best background. I didn't have the advantages growing up as a kid. Because like I told you, my father was absent from my life. He was not involved into my life. You know, I dealt with a lot of challenges, a lot of obstacles, a lot of, just a lot of bullshit in my life. And I've have suppressed a lot of shit, a lot of emotions, a lot of trauma and issues. And I'm at a point now where I'm trying to break these generational curses. I'm trying to break these generational curses so I don't bestow them onto my future children in the future. I'm at a point now where I am conquering my dark side. I'm at a point now where everything is being addressed in my life, where I'm addressing it with myself, to God, to the Most High, all to Yahweh. That's who I'm addressing my issues, my problems, my trauma to. Only He can listen. Only He will understand. You have to understand, semen retention is not just about you retaining your sexual energy. No, it's about you healing. It's also about you healing yourself. And your dark side is going to push you to the point of healing. It's going to push you to the point of that you need to heal yourself. You need to heal your wounds. You need to heal whatever shit that you've been through. And you need to understand that your trauma can only be solved if you address it. If you put it out on forefront, you expose your past, you expose everything about yourself, you open yourself to the Most High. You open your heart to the Most High. You give your heart, you give everything to the Most High. The Most High is going to make sure that you are getting healed. He will send your angels to protect, to shield you from any demonic force that's trying to intrude into your life, right? Or try to invade into your energy. God, the Most High is going to heal you, but you got to open yourself up, man. You got to face your dark side. It requires you to face your dark side. If you do not face your dark side, it's going to keep on getting worse. It's going to keep on showing up. It's going to keep on nagging you. It's going to keep on bothering you. It's going to keep on bothering you. You know what I'm saying? It's like you putting away your dark side, you ignoring your dark side, you suppressing your trauma is like you putting off another payment of your rent. You got to pay your rent on the 2nd of every month, but you keep putting it off for another month, for another month, and next thing you know, 5 months from now, you got all these late fees on your rent. You have 5 months of late payments on your rent. Now you possibly got to pay over $3,000, $4,000 for your rent now because you missed payments, because you decided to avoid the payments. You decide not to pay up on the due date. So now you have all these late fees. Now you have all the late payments coming at you. If you just decide to deal with your trauma then and there when it comes, you won't have to deal with it as much in your journey. If you embrace it, you acknowledge it, okay, you let it come to you. and you take some time out for yourself to do some shadow work and address these issues, you can get through it. You can be healed. It's not smart to keep putting it off to another day, another month, another year. Because you meet somebody, you get involved with a woman, you are putting all your trauma, you are putting all your issues, you are bestowing all your generational curses, you are transferring your negative toxic energy onto her. You are putting everything onto her now. You are having her deal with your shit that you cannot deal with on your own time. You have unpacked clothes. You have unpacked, cases that you need to unpack. You need to clean out your closet. You need to clean up your room. Your whole room, your whole closet is cluttered. You need to declutter your mind, declutter your spirit, declutter every part of your body. This is what retention is used for. This is what retention is mainly for you to declutter, for you to, start over, start a new clean slate. Address these traumas, address these issues in your life. And it's all spiritual. It's all spiritual, bruh. But you have to deal with it, and you have to face your dark side. So with that being said, man, I hope this video helped y'all, man. And I hope y'all are retaining. I hope y'all are facing your dark side. Understand, man, that there has to be a balance. There has to be, the light and the dark. Not every day is going to be sunshine and rainbows for you. You got to man up and you got to deal with your own shit. You got to heal yourself. Ain't nobody going to heal you ain't nobody going to heal you but you. You have to heal yourself. Nobody can do it for you. So with that being said, make sure y'all like, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. And I'll catch you on the next video, man. Peace out and God bless.